ever feel that itch, that pull to explore the unexplored, to step into a world unknown?
Yeah.
Today, we're diving deep into the life of a man who lived that itch. John Oxley,
Right.
the man who charted Australia's interior and redefined its destiny.
It's one thing to imagine uncharted territories.
Yeah.
Quite another to navigate them.
Oh, absolutely.
With limited resources and a world of unknowns around each bend.
Wow.
That was Oxley's reality.
He wasn't just drawing lines on a map.
Right.
He was practically inventing them as he went.
Yeah, right. But let's back up.
Okay.
Our sources paint a picture of a life that began in 1784,
Okay.
over 2 centuries ago.
Wow.
Give us the backstory.
Sure.
Who was John Oxley?
Picture a young man from Yorkshire, England,
Okay.
at just 15, an age when most are finding their land legs, right?
Right.
He joins the Royal Navy.
Wow.
This tells us something about his character early on.
Okay.
A thirst for adventure,
Right.
a pull towards the unknown.
Yeah.
Definitely.
From salty seas to the shores of Australia.
Right.
He arrives in 1802.
Okay.
Our notes say he started with coastal surveys,
Yeah,
a far cry from charting the outback.
indeed.
Right.
Imagine the precision needed to chart coastlines from the deck of a ship,
Wow.
constantly battling the elements,
Right.
relying on rudimentary tools.
Oh, yeah.
This experience honed his skills,
Right.
preparing him for a much larger role.
Of course.
Yeah.
And that role was Surveyor General of New South Wales.
Yes.
Quite a leap.
It was a pivotal appointment.
What did that actually entail back then?
Well,
Imagine being tasked with mapping the Australian interior,
oh, wow.
a vast landscape largely unknown to Europeans at the time.
Right.
It was essentially a blank canvas,
Yeah.
ripe with potential,
Yeah.
but fraught with challenges.
A blank canvas is right. And
Yeah.
on those blank canvases were 2 words, Lachlan and Macquarie.
Yeah.
Now, for anyone who's cracked open an Australian history book,
Right.
those names are synonymous with expeditions into the heart of the unknown.
They represent turning points,
Right.
not just in Oxley's life,
Yeah.
but for the colony of New South Wales itself.
Wow.
Picture the fledgling colony,
Okay.
desperate for resources for land suitable for agriculture and grazing.
Yeah.
The Lachlan River expedition in
Yeah.
1817, starting from Bathurst,
Right.
was a direct response to these needs.
It wasn't all smooth sailing, was it? We've got accounts of marshes,
Yes.
dwindling supplies.
Yeah, exploration rarely is
Uh-huh.
Oxley set out, hoping to find an inland sea,
Right.
a common theory at the time.
Right.
Instead, he ran into the Macquarie Marshes,
Oh, no.
a vast network of wetlands that stretched as far as the eye could see.
Oh, wow.
It was a testament to the harsh realities of the Australian landscape.
So, no inland sea.
No.
But he did stumble upon something just as valuable,
Right.
especially for a colony struggling for economic stability.
Yes.
Prime grazing land.
Exactly.
Talk about a happy accident.
It was a discovery that would have a profound impact on Australia's development.
Right.
The fertile plains west of Bathurst offer the potential for pastoral expansion,
Right.
a chance for the colony to flourish. This unexpected find underscored the significance of exploration,
Right.
not just for geographical knowledge,
Yeah.
but for economic survival,
Yeah.
right?
It's fascinating how one quest for a mythical sea led to such a tangible and frankly critical discovery for a young nation.
Absolutely.
But Oxley's thirst for exploration didn't end there.
No.
The very next year, he's back at it.
Right.
Leading the Macquarie River expeditions, also from Bathurst.
Okay.
Yeah.
This time, the goal was to trace the Macquarie River to its end,
Right.
hoping it might lead to that elusive inland sea.
Right.
Joining him were botanist Charles Fraser,
Okay.
surveyor George Evans,
Right.
and a dozen others
Wow.
venturing into the unknown.
Wow. I can almost feel the weight of expectation, the anticipation of finding that inland sea.
Yeah. But exploration, as we know, is full of surprises.
Right.
What did they encounter on this leg of the journey?
Think of the Australian outback.
Right.
In all its harsh beauty,
Right.
they faced scorching heat, unforgiving terrain,
Wow.
the ever-present threat of dehydration,
Oh, wow.
and those marshes that stymied the Lachlan expedition. They reappeared, testing the limits of their endurance.
We've got accounts of them encountering Indigenous tribes during this expedition.
Right.
This wasn't just about navigating landscapes. It was about navigating cultures, too.
Absolutely.
Right.
Their interactions with the Indigenous peoples they encountered were complex, a mix of curiosity and at times tension.
Right.
It's a reminder that these lands were not empty spaces waiting to be discovered.
But rather homelands with their own rich histories and traditions stretching back millennia.
Right. It's a crucial point.
Yeah.
Every bend in the river, every encounter
Yes.
adds another layer to our understanding of Oxley's journey.
Yes.
Did the Macquarie River lead them to the sea?
Not quite.
Oh.
The terrain became increasingly difficult.
Right.
The river seemingly disappearing into a labyrinth of channels and swamps.
Wow.
They were forced to change course, heading northeast, deeper into uncharted territory.
And this is where the story takes a turn.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
We go from a search for the elusive inland sea to the unexpected discovery of not one, but two vital waterways.
Right.
Tell us about that.
Imagine the relief of stumbling upon clear, flowing water after weeks of battling harsh conditions.
Oh, wow.
First, they encountered the Castlereagh River, a significant tributary of the Macquarie.
Oh, okay.
This discovery alone would have been noteworthy.
Yeah.
But their journey wasn't over yet.
Hold on, the Castlereagh River.
Yeah.
That's the same river that flows through the city of Duggo today, right?
That's right.
Talk about a direct link to the past.
It is. It's a tangible reminder that Oxley's expeditions weren't just about abstract lines on a map.
Right.
They had a real lasting impact on the development of Australia.
Of course.
But as I was saying, the discovery of the Castlereagh wasn't the end of their journey.
Okay.
They pushed on, driven by that insatiable explorer's spirit.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Right.
What other hidden gems did they unearth on this incredible journey?
Picture this. Rolling hills, fertile soil as far as the eye can see.
Wow.
This wasn't just any patch of land.
Right.
This was the discovery of the Liverpool Plains.
Okay.
A region that would become the breadbasket of New South Wales.
The Liverpool Plains.
Yes.
Even today, it's renowned for its agricultural richness.
That's right.
What a find.
It was a revelation.
Right.
Here, amidst the harshness of the outback, was a landscape teeming with potential.
Wow.
Oxley's quest for an inland sea, while ultimately unsuccessful, had unveiled something even more valuable. The promise of prosperity for a young colony.
It's almost poetic the way one journey can rewrite destiny.
Yeah.
But we've got more ground to cover and more rivers to explore.
Okay.
From the Macquarie.
Yes.
Our intrepid explorer sets his sights north, towards Morton Bay.
This is where the story takes yet another fascinating turn.
Okay.
Morton Bay, while charted on maps, remains shrouded in mystery.
Right.
Its potential for settlement largely unexplored.
Yeah.
Oxley was about to change that.
This is where we encounter the Brisbane River, am I right?
Yes.
The artery that breathes life into the bustling metropolis of Brisbane we know today.
That's right.
But its discovery wasn't without its share of drama, was it?
You could say that.
Okay.
Oxley's initial assessment of Morton Bay was surprisingly dismissive.
Oh, really?
He found the coastline uninspiring.
Oh, wow.
Easily dismissing the potential of what lay hidden beyond those first impressions.
Right.
It was a near miss of epic proportions.
It makes you wonder what other hidden treasures we might be overlooking even today.
Exactly.
So how did he go from near dismissal to uncovering the gateway to a future metropolis?
It was a stroke of luck, really.
Oh, right.
Imagine Oxley and his crew sailing through the intricate network of waterways.
Right.
Their charts offering little guidance.
Oh, wow.
They were on the verge of abandoning Morton Bay altogether when fate intervened in the form of a chance encounter.
Don't tell me.
Yeah.
They stumbled upon a long-lost treasure map.
Not quite.
Or perhaps a mermaid who whispered the secrets of the deep.
While navigating the bay, they encountered a group of escaped convicts who knew the waterways like the back of their hands.
Oh, wow.
These convicts seeking refuge in the maze of islands and channels pointed Oxley towards a hidden opening he had completely overlooked.
Wow.
The mouth of the Brisbane River.
Talk about being in the right place at the right time, or perhaps the wrong place, depending on your perspective if you were one of those convicts.
Exactly.
This is where those navigation skills honed during his early coastal surveys really came in handy.
Precisely.
Right.
He expertly navigated the river.
Okay.
Noting the fertile lands that lined its banks.
Yeah.
It was a far cry from the desolate coastline that had initially disappointed him.
Of course.
Right.
We know what happens next.
Right.
He recognizes the potential of this hidden gem.
Yes.
And the seeds for the city of Brisbane are sown.
Yes.
But I have to ask, Did he face any significant challenges on this expedition?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
We're talking about exploring a completely unknown river system.
Oh.
They had to contend with unpredictable currents,
Right.
hidden sandbars,
Wow.
and the ever-present threat of becoming disoriented in the labyrinthine waterways.
Yeah.
Plus, the elements weren't always kind.
What kind of elements are we talking about?
Yeah. Okay, we're talking torrential downpours,
Yeah.
right? I mean, these guys were used to a little rough weather.
Oh, this was more than a little rough weather.
Yeah.
We're talking about a tempest.
Okay.
Imagine, they're camped on this little mangrove island.
Right.
Near the river's mouth.
Yeah.
Probably already exhausted from the journey.
Oh, yeah.
Suddenly, this storm rolls in.
Wow.
A true display of nature's fury.
Give us this detail.
Torrential rain just lashing down.
Wow.
Winds howling through the mangroves.
Wow. Lightning. Yeah. Illuminating these churning waters.
You must have been terrified.
Their little camp
Yeah.
must felt incredibly vulnerable against that raw power.
Absolutely.
It's a stark reminder
Right.
that exploration, even with all the meticulous planning,
Right.
can be incredibly perilous.
Yeah.
It really throws into perspective the challenges they face daily.
It does make you wonder
Right.
what other hidden treasures we might be overlooking even today.
Exactly.
But they made it through the storm,
They did.
discovered a river,
Yes,
and ultimately paved the way for a future metropolis.
they did.
That brings us to the heart of it all.
Okay.
John Oxley's legacy.
Right.
How do we sum up the impact of a man who quite literally shaped the map of a nation?
It's a multifaceted legacy.
Right.
We can't deny his contributions to Australian cartography.
Yeah.
His maps,
Right.
his meticulous journals.
Yeah.
These weren't just lines on paper.
Right.
They were blueprints for expansion, for settlement,
Yeah.
for the growth of a nation.
Right. As with many stories from this era,
Yeah.
there's another side to this legacy, isn't there?
There is.
Yeah.
While Oxley's explorations opened up these vast tracts of land,
Right.
we have to acknowledge the impact this had on the indigenous population.
Of course.
These were not empty lands ripe for the taking,
Right.
but rather lands already inhabited
Right.
with their own intricate cultures,
Of course.
their own stories etched into the land for millennia.
It's a sobering reminder that progress often came at a cost.
Yeah.
A cost borne by those who were already here.
Right. It's about understanding the full context.
Yes.
The good and the bad.
Yeah.
The triumphs and the tragedies intertwined.
Exactly.
Oxley's story, in many ways, embodies that complexity.
Indeed. And it begs the question,
What's that?
how would John Oxley,
Right?
the man with the sextant,
Yeah.
and that unwavering drive to explore,
Right.
how would he navigate the ethical considerations of exploration
Yeah.
in the 21st century?
Now that's a question worth pondering.
Right.
If he could see the sprawling city of Brisbane,
Yeah.
the agricultural richness of the Liverpool Plains,
Yeah.
all stemming from his relentless pursuit of the unknown,
Yeah.
what would he think?
I don't know.
What would he make of the legacy he set in motion?
It's a fascinating thought experiment, isn't it?
It really
A
is.
man at a time.
Right. Facing the realities of a world shaped by his own discoveries.
Wow.
Grappling with the consequences.
Right.
Both intended and unintended.
Yeah.
It's a conversation that extends far beyond the boundaries of maps and expeditions.
It does make you think.
It does.
Every generation embarks on its own explorations,
Right.
charting new territories,
Right.
pushing boundaries,
Yeah.
grappling with the complexities of their time.
Yes.
It's a never-ending journey of discovery,
Right.
both outward and inward.
Exactly.
Well, what a journey it's been.
It has been.
From the open ocean to the heart of Australia.
Yes.
We've traced the life and legacy of John Oxley.
We have.
It's a story that underscores the power of exploration, the
Absolutely.
complexities of history,
Yes.
and the importance of understanding the full context of the world we inhabit.
Indeed. It's a reminder that history isn't just dates and names
Right.
confined to textbooks.
Right.
It's about real people,
Yes.
their choices,
Right.
their discoveries,
Yeah.
and the enduring impact they have on the world around them.
And with that,
Yes.
we conclude our deep dive into the life and times of John Oxley.
This has been great,
We hope you've enjoyed this journey through time as much as we have.
as have I.
Until next time, keep exploring,
Yes.
keep questioning,
Keep diving, dude.
and keep diving deep into the stories that shape our world.